Hi, it's Vex. Today, we're going to talk about our newest commander, our casual commander, the definition of casual, Giada de Laurenti. Giada, Font of Hope. That's right, I've been watching way too much Food Network for way too many years, so that's the only Giada I've ever known. But this is another Giada I know, a magical Giada, Font of Hope. Let's see what she does. 1 and a white, legendary creature angel, flying vigilance. Okay. This is the cheapest angel. Well, not really. This is a 1-mana angel. Each other angel you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each angel you already control. Wow, that's insane. So this is the Angel Lord. And there's more text. Of course, there's more text, right? This is Wizards in 2022. Tap, add 1 white, spends mana only to cast angel spells. And only 1 angel spell. So, this is our angel commander. I think it's one of the best angel commanders because it comes down turn 2, turn 3, it accelerates angels and makes your angels bigger. And like previously there was Avacyn, which is in there somewhere, which is like 8 mana value commander, took forever to cast. Here, boom, turn 2, turn 3, you're actually accelerating on turn 2 because you have a commander that taps for mana. Not only that, it's got flying and vigilance, so it's got evasion. You can cast this on turn 2, you can attack with it, and then tap, and then play a 4-mana value angel on turn 3. This is very, very good. Now, this deck, some people say there's some power levels here and there. This deck is not the highest power level. It's more of like, usually, every deck's a 7, right? This is like a lower, this is like high to medium 6 power level. And sometimes you want that lower power level, you don't need a super high Corvold level power level. Let's get right into the deck tech. But before we do that, don't forget to have all your tokens. And then yes, if you've seen previously and you're like, why is there a white border Sarah Angel? It's because it's our mascot. Why not have a fun mascot? Sometimes you gotta have fun playing the game. And yes, Sarah Angel is in the deck. It's not as good as all the other angels, but it's still a fun angel. So don't forget these tokens, and if you want to check out the deck list, it's in the description below. With a black border Sarah Angel in the deck list. Well, we got to start off with Sarah herself, who birthed all the angels, probably Dominaria, I don't know exact lore, but birthed a bunch of angels. Unfortunately, she's not an angel herself because she's a creature, a Sarah. The Giada can't cast her, but she is one of our angel lords, and it's cool because 2 white planeswalker, of course. Creatures you control with flying get +1/+1 until end of turn. So you plus her, give all your angels +1/+1 until end of turn. -3, create a 4/4, essentially a Sarah Angel. 4/4 angel with flying and vigilance. And again, you can use this Sarah Angel, or you use, one of these. Most of the tokens are 4/4s with flying at least, and some have vigilance, some don't. -6, you get an emblem. If you control a creature, damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1, reduces it 1 instead. So one of those worship type things. You have Angelic Field Marshal. It has Lieutenant, so it's flying, 3/3 angel. And this is a perfect curve. Play this on turn 2, play this on turn 3. As long as you control your commander, Angelic Field Marshal gets +2/+2. Creatures you control have vigilance. So now it gives all your flying angels vigilance, so you can attack and block, which is super cool. Angel of Jubilation. Again, good curve right there. Flying other non-black creatures you control get +1/+1, which is every creature. There are a black creature in this deck, or I guess a black creature token generator in this deck, so we'll get to that. Then players can't pay life or sacrifice creatures to cast spells or activate abilities. That is right. They cannot crack fetch lands that pay life, and that's cool. It destroys the Aristocrats deck. Angel Invention, Flying Vigilance Lifelink. This is cool too. And you fabricate 2, and it's a lord. Other creatures you control get +1/+1, not just angels. It is a creature lord. Fabricate, you can make servals or give it +1/+1. Lyra Dawnbringer, again, has the same mana value as Sarah Angel, 3 white, except for it is a 5/5 flying first strike lifelink. It is legendary. Other angels you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink. So this one has lifelink. This one does not have vigilance. So you gotta just make sure these lords, when they're pumping, you get the correct keywords. You have a Chroma. Of course, a Chroma has tons of words, right? Visitor of Ixidor, 5 white. Flying first strike, vigilance, trample. It does not have lifelink. At the beginning of each combat until until end of turn, each other creature you control gets +1/+1 if it has flying, +1/+1 if it has double strike, and so forth for the rest of the keywords. And it's got partner, but we're not using it as a partner commander. So essentially all our angels usually have flying, so they automatically get +1/+1 with Akroma on the board. But if it has vigilance, another +1/+1, lifelink, another +1/+1. So things grow big with our Akroma. Speaking of lifelink, here's the next set of angels that involve life gain or some kind of life mechanism. Angel of Vitality, if you gain life, you gain that much life +1. Sweet, our lifelink is online. And then it gets +2/+2 as long as you have 25 more life. You start off with 40 life, so at the beginning of the game, it's a 4/4. It's great, love it. Splendid Angel, this is one of the super powerful angels in this deck. Costs 3 mana, great to curve right into. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain 5 or more life this turn, create a 4/4 angel. And then it helps power itself by giving it 3 white, white, white until end of turn. It gets +2/+2 and lifelink. So you could just smack down, do the ability for 6, gain 5 life, make an angel. Unfortunately, our commander, Giada, does not say you can use it to activate abilities of angels, so you can't use Giada's mana to activate the ability. But whatever, it's still really good. Then we have Righteous Valkyrie. We have another angel or cleric enters battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. Very good with these two cards, as I said. As long as you have 7 more, at least 7 life more than your starting life total, creatures you control get +2/+2. So it's not as good as the freebie here, which you always get in commander. But if you have like 47 life, bam, +2/+2. This deck isn't hyper concentrated on life gain, but angels are known to do life gain stuff. So this might happen, might not happen, but it's good that this card helps you gain life. Archangel of Thune, flying lifelink. Then whenever you gain life, put +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, including Archangel of Thune. So it's very, very good. This card, Valkyrie Harbinger, does have natural lifelink, flying lifelink. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain 4 more life this turn, make that angel. So this is 5 more life, this is 4 more life. So these two are very good together. Does have natural lifelink, can gain 4 life if it connects because it's a 4/5. The resurrection and value section of our angels. If you know angels, they bring things back to life. When you get resurrected, you see a little angel icon coming on board, like bloom, and then you get resurrected. That is what angels do. So Karmic Guide gets you a creature from graveyard right to the battlefield. It does have Echo, but it has Pro Black. Usually I don't play the Echoes, I let it die. This is a reanimation spell, but sometimes if you have extra mana, you pay the Echo. Bruna, Fading Light. It is a meld card, which we have the other meld pair. Let's see if I can find it. Where is it? Gisela. Right there. I see them both together. When you cast it, you may return to our angel or human creature card from graveyard to the battlefield. Flying Vigilance. Big Daddy. Costs 7 mana. Then you have the bottom half. Here is at the beginning of your end step. If you own both Gisela and Bruna, you may transform. And they both transform to Brazella, Voice of Nightmares. It's a giant magic card, flying, first strike, vigilance, lifelink, all the good keywords. If your opponents can't cast spells with converted mana cost 3 or less, so no small spells for them, no soul rings. That's pretty neat. There, this gets you anything from the battlefield. It doesn't have the Echo. It's a big fat flying with vigilance. I love the vigilance because you just attack, and then you're just I still have a blocker. Amaria Shepherd, 5 white white. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, you may return target non-land permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. If the land's a plains, put on the battlefield. So more resurrection type things. We have some mana discounters. Starheim Aspirant. Angel spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. So curving turn 2, turn 3, and then you could play a 7 mana. You can play Bruno on turn 4 if necessary. I wouldn't recommend because you don't have anything in your graveyard, but you can. Herald of War. When it attacks, put +1/+1 counter on it. Angel spells and human spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each +1/+1 counter on Herald of War. And it also has flying, of course. This is not an angel, unfortunately, but it affects angels, so it's got to be in the deck. That's very few non-angels in the deck. Aspiring Overseer, brand new card from Streets of New Capenna. ETBs, gain 1 life, draw a card. Gain life is also important too because it helps you with your other gain life trigger like Archangel of Thune and such. We have the mean angels, the angels that just make your opponents not be able to do things, hurt their opponent some way. We have Angel Finality, ETB, exile all cards from target player's graveyard. Graveyard Hate, I love Graveyard Hate, as you know. Linvala, activate abilities of creatures your opponent's control cannot be activated. So even mana abilities like the Mana Dorks cannot be activated. Sunglass Angel, When ETBs, destroy all tapped creatures. So if somebody attacks, creatures get tapped. Destroy all tapped creatures, including your creatures, but a lot of your angels have vigilance, so just remember that it does destroy your creatures. But most of the time you untap and then play Sunblast Angel. So don't attack, tap everything, then play Sunblast Angel. That'd be disastrous. Sarah's Emissary. When ETBs, choose a card type. You and creatures you control have protection from the chosen card type. Usually creatures are really good, but if your opponent's playing a spell single deck, you can name instants or sorceries. Archangel with Tithes. This is a Taxing Angel. I really love it. Usually I have to read it every time I play it, so I'm not going to read it to you now. Avacyn, this is the old commander that everybody used to use until Giada came out. Flying Vigilance and Avacyn and other perms you control are indestructible. Every perm you control is indestructible, essentially, with Avacyn on the board. So you need a Farewell. That's why I say Farewell is very important, because if you have Avacyn on the board, it's almost impossible to get rid of her unless you exile her, and then you can destroy things after that. Then we have the Angel Beaters. That's right, you play it. Don't forget the counters from Giada, and then you just beat face with these angels right here. Segovian Angel, 1 mana Flying Vigilance, so it's like a mini Sarah Angel. You play this next turn. You instantly put +1/+1 counter. You might play Youthful Valkyrie on the same turn, put 2 +1/+1 counters. It's insane. So don't forget the +1/+1 counters here. At the little beater, we do want to play like a lower CMC curve or lower mana value curve, but angels are fun. They're big, they're beefy. So you have Youthful Valkyrie. When another angel enters the battlefield in your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Youthful Valkyrie. So you can play on either order. I think I played this one first actually, then Segovian Angel. So this would have 2 counters at the end. This would have 2 counters at the end. That's the most optimum play. There you go. Gisela, we read Gisela already. Just a big fat beater, really cheap, 4/3. Sarah Angel, look, I'll be honest. I played Magic since early 90s. I love Sarah Angel. It's one of my favorite cards. No, I don't have the revised art. Yes, I wanted the black border. No, I don't have the beta printing. But sometimes you just want a good beefy angel, just attack, bam, smack down. But of course, the upgrade Sarah Angel, the Baneslayer Angel. It is EDH. You can't have 4 of them. You cannot have 4 Baneslayers, but when Baneslayer came out, this card was insanely priced. It just destroyed Sarah Angel's ability to even exist. Flying, first strike, lifelink, protection from demons and from dragons, and it's a 5/5. Wow, that's a mouthful. It does not have vigilance, but it's important. Protection from demons and dragons does exist in EDH and is very common, so always pay attention to that one. Brand new card, Sanctuary Warden, costs 6 mana value, flying. ETB with 2 shield counters, so I love shield counters. Very good, very hard to kill because shield keeps it alive. Then whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, you may remove a counter from a creature or planeswalker you control. If you do, draw a card and create a citizen token. So you can cast your shield counters for a card. So it's a really good white card draw or just protection in general. Sephara, Skyblade. I love this one because it's usually very cheap. Pay 1, tap 4 untap creatures you control with flying, rather than pay its mana cost. Flying lifelink, and it makes everything else have flying, but it doesn't really matter. Most things have flying except for your cleric, but it's really cheap. You have 4 angels, including 3 other ones, including Giada. Tap it, tap 1 white, not tap it, tap 4 creatures, tap 1 white, cast it. I love the cheat mode in this. And Chroma Angel of Wrath, this is the biggest, baddest beater. I love it. Has so many keywords. Flying, first strike, vigilance, trample, haste, protection from black and from red. This is very important in EDH, those protection from black and red, just like demons and dragons right here. I forgot to mention our Mold Double Face cards. Maria's Call makes 2 angels. It gives non-angel creatures you control indestructible, which all our creatures are angels, but it can come in as land, so don't forget this card. Very, very good in the deck. On to the card draw. White has been getting really good card draw lately. Esper Sentinel, excellent. Secret Rendezvous. I know people were like, yeah, it's kind of like sucky card draw. It's pretty good. You just target the player or make an alliance with a player because they're getting 3 cards. So I think this is a very good politics type card. Just give the player that's in the worst position 3 cards. Tome of Legends. I love Tome of Legends. ETBs with Painch Counter. When a commander ETBs or attacks, put Painch Counter on Tome of Legends. Your commander does have Vigilance, which is very cool. Then remove 1 tap, remove the Painch Counter, draw a card. Vanquisher Banner, when Angel ETBs, draw a card, and it's a Lord as well. Sweet. This is a Lord, and you just draw an extra card to me upkeep. So I love these cards. Again, we're playing a much slower deck. Allows you to play these bigger cards here, which I really enjoy sometimes. I feel like Commander sped up too much, that having, big, not so overpowering cards, but just really good cards are just fun. Some removal cards: Path to Exile, Swords of Plowshares. Very good targeted removal. You can only sword your own creature to ramp yourself if necessary. Generous Gift, gets rid of anything. I did mention that Farewell. Farewell is important. You don't have to do the creature mode. You can always do the artifact, enchantments, graveyard mode. That's why Farewell is so good, because it's so flexible. People just see it as a very expensive Wrath, but it's just a very expensive do everything card. On the Inversion, Mortal Double Face card. I love this because you could just play as a land or just board wipe. This doesn't exile but destroys. Vanquish the Horde, also destroy all creatures. And with white, I love having additional protection spells because I know that, again, this is a slower meta. Not slower meta, slower type of deck. You want to protect your things because it costs a lot of mana. So we have Flawless Maneuver, Teferi's Protection, Akroma's Will. This can also be a finisher too. These are board protection. Sajiri's Shelter can protect a creature. Again, a Mortal Face card, land. Soul Guide Lantern, Sword of Feast and Famine. Gets you a little additional ramp because it untap your lands. Then we have Expedition Map. You're like, what's Expedition Map for? Well, I saw this on the Nitpicking Nerds, and I thought it was really cool. They have a mono-white deck that has Field of the Dead. So we're adding Expedition Map to get our Field of the Dead, because we have a Field of the Dead monocolored deck, and I think it's really cool to have Angels and Zombies, a secret tribe inside of your Angel deck. You can also get other lands if you need them, but mainly for Field of the Dead. And yes, we do have a white board card in the deck. I'm so sad. They are reprinting this in Double Master, so this is there temporarily. One white and tap, search your library for a land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, like Field of the Dead, of course. This card, Field of the Dead. And shuffle your library. Plays only if an opponent controls more land than you. You are a white deck. That's definitely going to happen. So Weather Wayfarer is very good. And then you have your usual ramp, your Soul Ring, Wayfarer's Bauble, Arcane Signet, Liquid Metal Torque, Mind Stone. Liquid Metal Torque can make things artifacts and can be removed with artifact mode of Farewell. So don't forget that. That's really cool here. Then you have Pearl Medallion. I usually don't like using the Medallion cycle, but monocolor decks is very, very good. Archaeomancer's Map to get more lands. Urza's Incubator to discount our Angels by 2. Usually in a higher mana value creature deck, I usually love Urza's Incubator, kind of like within Eldrazi. Smothering Tithe there. Sword of the Animist to ramp you out some stuff. I probably said that already, but Kentra's Monument is really cool. Right creature spell, get a discount, and then whenever we cast a creature spell, make a little 1/1. Speaking of Field of Dead, there it is, right there. Whenever Field of Dead or another land ETBs under your control, if you control 7 more lands with different names, create a zombie. So our hidden tribe within our tribal deck. And yes, this is a monocolor deck that has a command tower because it produces white, has a different name, and is perfect. Then we have all these white lands, white producing lands. They're all technically colorless, but white producing lands that have different names. Aganjo, another Aganjo, Flagstones, Castle Ardenvale, Idyllic Grange. The cycling ones: Desert of the True, Drifting Meadows, Secluded Steppe, Shefford Dunes, Mistfield Plains. These two are plains. Windbrisk Heights, a little hideaway action. Path of Ancestry gives you a little scrying with your commander or angels. So very good in this deck here. Then we have the rest of the mana base. You could add more white fetch lands. I just didn't want to add a lot of fetch lands. I have Fable Passages, Myriad, Landscape as our fetch lands. Karoo can tap for a 1 and a white. Nykthos, big mana. Urza Saga is in here to make little constructs, but to find Expedition Map, which finds Field of the Dead. So we'll just change this to Field of the Dead. Strip Mine, War Room is really good in a monocolor deck, helps draw cards. Rogue's Passage to do a little punching. Graveyard Hate, Scavenger Grounds. We have the 2 clone lands, which are one of my Ultra Stables, have in every deck now. They're very good. And Thespian Stage has a different name. Vesuva can copy opponent's lands to have different names. And then we have Seraph Sanctuary. When ETBs, you gain 1 life. Then whenever an Angel ETBs, you gain 1 life. So this is definitely an Angel card. With our Field of Dead, we have to split our lands between regular plains and snow-covered plains. Regular ones to have different names. I wonder if they're ever going to do a third type of basic land that's like a snow, fire land, whatever it is. Probably not. Who knows? Anyways, that is it for our deck tech. Hope you enjoyed this deck tech. If you did enjoy deck tech, give the video a thumbs up. Smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be alerted for new videos in the future. And the deck list is in the description below for you to check out. But our video is not ended there yet. We are going to shuffle up this deck. We are going to get our dice because a lot +1/+1 counters. And then we'll do a little gold fishing. So we'll be right back. All right, we are back, turn 1. And before I go on, this is worded in a very interesting manner. Each other angel you control enters the battlefield with additional +1/+1 counter on it for each angel you already control. Yes, this is not a triggered ability. So essentially the angel just comes in with those counters. So if you have a 1/1 angel, like the 1/1 angel, you can't just, it doesn't come in and then trigger the counters. It comes in with the counters. So a slight difference. This is probably worded for more constructed, so you can't bolt it, bolt the angel while the trigger's on the stack. It's just like you got bolt Giada before things happen. So that's probably, it's an interesting word. It doesn't cause a trigger to happen, so it's not a triggered ability. It's just, it just comes in with the stuff. All right, 2 tap lands, but some secret lands here. These are lands. Don't be embarrassed to use these as lands. I know we have 4 tap lands. Kind of crazy. This can come in untapped, pay 3 life, but we'll gain it back with our angels. So it's a pretty decent hand. We have a 3-drop angel, 4-drop angel, and removal, and 3 lands. All right, let's start. We'll probably do our tap land. Path of Ancestry helps us scry, maybe get an untapped land. Next turn, or if we have to draw a card. Not an untapped land, but we can always shock this land in here. Turn 2, so here's our dilemma. Do we ramp or do we ramp? Okay, we do get untapped land, thank God. Here, boom. Okay, so we're gonna tap this. Do we play Liquid Metal Torque or do we play our commander? I think playing our commander is better because you can attack right away. And then when you play your commander, you can scry with Path of Ancestry. So see here, oh, that's the 1-man angel. We want that one, definitely. Keeping that one. All right, turn 3. So now we did our turn 2 thing. We got our angel. We draw a card because we scribed, we knew it was. That's the angel. So now we could pay, shock this in, and when I say shock, bolt this in, it's 3 life. Play Linvala, or play Inspiring Overseer and play another tap land. I think, or we shock this in and play this guy and this guy to buff up our army. I think that's what we're gonna do, is play more guys. I think we want our bigger dude to get bigger, so we'll play this second. So what we'll do is we'll just flip this over, pay our 3 life. Now before we do anything, you attack 2 damage first, and then we'll do this. We'll do the angel, where it comes in to play. For each angel you already control, we'll have 1 angel. There, +1/+1. Then we'll tap this and Giada herself. Inspiring Overseer. We have the Path of Ancestry trigger. Tome of Legends. That's a pretty good card. Helps us card draw. We'll keep that, and then we'll draw and gain life. There we go. Okay, so now this comes in with 2 +1/+1 counters. So our angel army is getting big. This is just turn 3, but we ramped, and then we played 2 angels here. That's why I love having this angel. I would never play this on turn 1. I would just wait so it gets bigger, because it's 2/2 Flying Vigilance now. Okay, next turn, turn 4. Righteous Valkyrie costs 3 mana. We don't have 7 more life because we don't have lifelink and we've hurt ourselves to get down, but we only gain 1 life, so it is what it is. See here. Well, we have 2 tap lands, so we're definitely gonna play this land tapped. We're gonna try to hold on to this land as long as we can. Play this tap. Okay, we could play a 2 and draw a card, but I think we're gonna play this tapped. We could play, I think, if we had untapped land, we could play a Mana Rock here and then play Linvala. But I think what we want to do is invest in the future by playing our Mana Rock. Liquid Metal Torque. Don't forget to attack. Attack with your Vigilance dude. Tap dude here. They're all flying, which is great. And then we'll play a Righteous Valkyrie here. I'm tapping Giada after she attacks. Righteous Valkyrie. This comes in with more counters. Boom. This is when another angel or cleric enters a battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to a creature's toughness. So that's pretty neat. And then we will scry. Valkyrie Harbinger. See, at the beginning of your end step, you gain 4 more life this turn. Crit. Alright, that's sweet, because you play this, do this, gain life. Our scries have been really sweet. So I think that's what we're going to play next turn. Unfortunately, we might have a tap land, but we didn't have 6 mana, even with the tap land. So we say pass. As you see, this deck's, you know, all about playing big angels and attacking with them, which I love. Sometimes you just want to play some big angels and attack. Draw the card we scry. Valkyrie Harbinger, which is great. We're going to play our Ondu inversion. Invert the Ondu right there into ETB tapped. We are going to attack here. Attack with Giada, right? Just Valkyrie, Segovian Angel, Inspiring Overseer. This one's Vigilant. So attack with those guys here. Don't forget to attack. If you can't attack, then just, just keep them back. We're going to tap 6 mana. Good thing we ramped last turn. 6 mana here. We're going to play Valkyrie Harbinger. Now remember, this one will trigger our Righteous Valkyrie. Gain life equal to toughness is 5. Sweet. It comes with 4+1/+1 counters. So now it's a actually comes in with 4+1/+1 counters. It's not a triggered ability. So you would actually gain 9. This is super important because if you gain 9 and you've never been hit, you would satisfy the 7 more life than your starting life total. Then you get the bonus. So maybe I was right. Probably a little misplay is to play this first, get your +2/+2 bonus, and attack with everything else. But I totally forgot about that. It just depends on your life total. We're gold fishing, so we don't know exact life total. We might have been hit. Who knows? We are going to do the scry here. Flagstones. Land. Land. This is card draw. So yeah, the more lands, the merrier. We're going to keep some lands on top here. Then we go enter a turn. Make an angel with flying and vigilance. Right there. Does it say non-token? Let's read here. Wherever each other angel you control enters the battlefield. Oh, this one will get +5/+5 because it doesn't say each non-token angel, each other angel you control. Sweet. Okay, I didn't know that. I always assume non-token because they always have that clause, but that is not true. So turn 6. So if no one's done a board wipe, they probably do want to do a board wipe at this point. We're going to draw our land that we kept on top, play it untapped. Thank God, finally an untapped land. We're going to play Tome of Legends. Right there, it comes in with a page counter. Then whenever I cast, when my commander attacks, enters a battlefield or attacks, which Giada is vigilant, so usually only attacks. Then we play Linvala. Right there. Linvala will do our scrying. Mind Stone. Now we want some angels. I know it draws a card, it can cycle itself, but we might as well just put it down, not waste the mana. This thing comes into play with 6. I'm rolling that dice. +1/+1 counter. It's on it. Gain 10 life. Make another angel and turn. Repeat the process. Pretty cool. We have 1 extra mana that we could just draw a card. Right there. Castle Ardenvale is not bad. You can attack. Put the paint counter back on. Then go on from there. And a turn. Valkyrie Harbinger will trigger. You make a very big angel. It requires 2 dice to play. So this deck is super fun. You got Castle Ardenvale to make a little dude. Terran's Gift. Let's see what we would have got next turn. Thespian Stage. Is there anything good to copy? Thespian Stage could copy Flagstones of Chalk Hair. Sack the Flagstones to get in our planes. But that doesn't really do anything, so Thespian Stage can copy Path of Ancestry. Another Castle Ardenvale is not legendary. Let's check another card. It's another card. It's pretty cool. Farewell, okay. Farewell is good because you can exile, again, you don't have to do the creature mode. You can exile artifacts, enchantments, and graveyards. This was a pretty fun deck to play. I just love it. Remember, it could be high powered if you got the good curve right here. Got these little lower drops, but sometimes you draw your higher mana value angels, which we didn't actually do in this game. But they sometimes get clunky and get stuck in our hand, like these Sanctuary Wardens, or where's the higher mana value angels? Somewhere. These are low mana value angels. Oh, I guess they're at the bottom of the deck. Like you get Sarah's Emissary can get stuck in your hand. Avison could get stuck in your hand. So this was a pretty above average draw, I would say, but it's pretty fun. Anyways, if you enjoy this deck tech, definitely give the video a thumbs up, smash subscribe button, hit notification bell to be alerted for videos in the future. I have the deck list in the description below, along with the TCG player, channel fireball player, channel fireball, whatever. Affiliate links in the description and all my socials if you want to support the channel out. Got super thanks, got all this fun stuff. Anyways, if you enjoy this deck tech, give it a thumbs up again. Well, no, if you do it twice, that's like thumbs down. No, just only one thumbs up. Anyways, I've babbled long enough. I hope you have a wonderful day.